John Jenkinson with you. No overnight sales to report because government offices closed today in observance of Veterans Day. And we do want to say a very special thank you to all veterans and their families for all of the sacrifices they have made for our freedom. Let's go over here to the corn market, and then we're going to get analysis here in just a moment from an expert. December corn down 1 3/4, 421 1/4. All of these contracts anywhere from 1/4 to 1 3/4 cents lower. Soybeans, November up 7 3/4, January up 7 1/4 at 11.53 1/4. We're really watching that January contract. That's our next front month, and the one with more volume and activity to it. March isn't far behind, 11.51 1/2. So there's not much of a spread there. Over in the soybean meal market, we're up an even dollar at $395.80 a ton. Now on to the wheat for Chicago, down 3 1/2, 605. Kansas City wheat down 3/4 at 560 3/4. Minneapolis wheat is up a penny at 562 1/2. And for the cotton market here today, let's look at March. We're up just 1 point at 71.66. Well, one guy that's been talking a lot about how he thought maybe that this grain market still had room to run to the high side was Todd Horwitz. Todd is with Bubba Trading, and he's here with us to talk about now that we have got all of this information behind us. The market took off with a big jump yesterday. Todd, you still feel pretty optimistic about this market being able to hold these kinds of levels?
Good morning, John. And I do have to salute all the veterans. I'm standing and saluting if you could see me, but I'm on the phone today. But thank you all. In the meantime, I see higher. Yes. Look, I'm not going to be surprised to see a small pullback here. You're going to get, the markets just don't go straight up, as they like to say. And there are going to be some pullbacks, but these are just, as we've said all along, all they really are buying opportunities because everything is changing now for the positive. For all that time, we went through only things could be negative, and suddenly we have found reasons to be positive. And of course, if we can get the demand curve picking up again and start seeing some of this action, then everything is pointing to much better prices and much stronger prices, and that's what I would expect. Again, I'm not at all concerned about today's small pullback. You had a huge rally yesterday, and so you get these small pullbacks. What they really become are just opportunities to rebuy. And that's why up in these levels, of course, you should always be hedged all the time. But up here, for sure, all farmers should have everything protected because obviously we've got great prices and we got to make sure we protect our inputs so that we can continue to play into the upside.
Dow's down 7 points right now, 29,312. When we see the grain market and ag commodities move like they did, does that attract new money?
It does. I mean, listen, money likes to trace what they call trending markets. And this is a trending market now. It has, certainly been broken to the upside. And, new money always runs to the trends that are currently running. And right now they are in really solid uptrends. And I expect that to continue. And I expect more new money to come in. And if the Dow and the other indexes start to show a little bit of weakness, which they probably will, there's nothing negative about them except they've had such huge runs. And now that all the news is out, you might see some money coming out of there. And it's always looking for what he considers the best place. And right now, I think one of the best investments on the board are the grain markets.
All right, Todd. Todd Horwitz, Bubba Trading. Todd, thank you very much. Have a good afternoon. We'll be back in just a moment. We've got more information headed your way. Stay right here on the Market Day Report.